Hey everybody, Sarah Grillo here, answering a question that came onto my channel today. I'm currently studying civil engineering, writing you this email because I'm curious about your educational decisions. I saw you got a BA in English from Harvard and then an MBA and those certificates that you talk about on your YouTube channel. Right, CFA designation is the main certification I think that a lot of people noticed on my profile. I saw you doing something else different from trading, so I said, I'm just wondering why. Well, thank you so much for that question. And this is actually a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing that I think a lot of people need to know about. So actually, to be very honest with you, when I was pursuing a career in finance, I think that it was something I did because I felt like, having gone to Harvard, it was what the world expected of me. Believe it or not, there was that kind of, I think, subconscious pressure that many of you might be feeling, where if you're intellectually superior, which I am, that you've got good credentials, people feel like you need to be an investment banker or a lawyer or something that's really, really, kind of like, I think, within the very few categories that you must belong to for people to categorize you as successful. Well, so that was one thing. I kind of got burnt out a little bit of that idea when I became unemployed after Lehman Brothers and found that there was really no way to get back in, and it was so hard to get back in, and my whole kind of motif fell down. And it was very devastating actually for me as a person. Being honest here, some of you may have gone through something like that. Well, for me, it was a long uphill battle where I struck out as an entrepreneur, didn't know what I was doing, learned how to sell, learned how to promote myself, and I mean, it was the school of hard knocks, trust me. It was not the book knowledge that I had so succeeded at in the past. It was really street knowledge. But now, by the way, I'm so glad that I have both of them, because I feel like having one or the other, I feel like you're lacking, so I'm very balanced in this way now. As an entrepreneur, I'm able to be successful. Now, I have worked in finance since Lehman, but having two young children, the hours are really not amenable. I tried my hand at going back full time, and to be honest with you, it was very difficult because, for example, in New York City, they take your child to the police station. Folks, I'm not lying about this. They literally will take your child to the police station if you're like half an hour late to pick up your kid from daycare. And not that my kid ever got taken to the police station, but I was like 20 minutes late one day, and that kind of was like thrown in my face. So that can just show you how, when you don't have like tons of relatives around you to support your family, how like it really does take a village to raise a child. And me and Antonio are like basically doing this without relying on our family. So that's really how tough it is. And so there was a need for total flexibility in my professional life. Antonio has very little flexibility in his career. So, I was the one that made that sacrifice for my children. And actually, I will tell you that I right now am working as a marketing and sales consultant for small to medium-sized companies. And I can tell you that it's honestly something that I'm great at. From my channel that I'm a great communicator. Well, believe it or not, I've become probably, I would say, twice as successful on a daily basis, really feeling an esteem, really feeling positive about what I do, knowing that I'm making an impact, and would never want to be doing anything else at this moment other than what I'm doing. So I guess it was kind of serendipitous, as you would say, that I came to this because I needed the flexibility of it. But I'm a successful entrepreneur. I own a business. I've got actually two business lines within that business. One is specifically financially focused. I help financial professionals to develop their careers, and then the other one is that I work with companies. But I have really, really, I've really, really gotten my wings here, and I'm very happy that it ended up this way. So I guess the moral of the story for you is, don't think that just because you're a really intelligent person that you need to succumb to this idea or like kind of fit yourself into this cookie cutter idea that society has about who's successful and who's not. I've made it in a way that no one ever thought that I would or would have suggested that I do, and I'm really happy, making a lot of money doing this, and my clients are very happy. Everybody's really happy that my kids are happy. Everybody's happy that I'm doing this. So don't be afraid to kind of strike out and to try something that might not be the first thing that you thought of, but is that you could just be really great and really happy at as well, because you're the one that kind of motors that and engineers that success, not the designations or the school that you went to. So thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful for everybody.